Hello everyone, and welcome. I'm so glad you're here with me today, because what we're about to discuss is something that might resonate deeply within you. It's a story that many of us feel at different points in our lives, but few are brave enough to admit or truly explore. It's a story that begins with a feeling, a subtle, almost inexplicable sense that there's more to you than what meets the eye. You might have had moments where it felt like the world was watching you, not in a threatening way, but as though there was something special about you that others could sense even before you recognized it yourself. Maybe you've been in a room and out of nowhere, a sudden shift happens. People around you, without saying a word, change their demeanor, their posture, the way they interact with you. Maybe you've walked into a space and you couldn't quite place it, but there was an undercurrent, a subtle tension, as if everyone was noticing you, but you couldn't figure out why. Or perhaps you've caught the gaze of strangers, not in a judgmental or curious way, but in a way that felt like they were trying to understand something about you, something you yourself haven't fully understood yet. You know that feeling, that strange, almost unsettling sense that you're not like everyone else. There are times when you've probably questioned it. Am I overthinking this? Is it just my imagination? But deep down you know that there's something in you that feels different. Something that stirs the air, changes the dynamics in a room, or forces people to act in ways they usually wouldn't. And despite your best efforts to fit in, you just can't shake the feeling that you were never meant to conform to the world's expectations. I know it's not always easy to talk about, but here's the truth. This feeling you have, this sense of being different, is not random. It's not a coincidence. It's a sign, a calling that has always been with you even before you realized it. The world around you has been responding to your presence in ways you might not fully understand, but these reactions are not just random occurrences, they are clues. They are signals pointing toward a deeper truth. A truth that you might have tried to ignore, bury, or deny, but it's always been there, lingering in the background of your life. You are not ordinary. You were never meant to be. But here's the twist. While you might not fully understand it yet, there are signs, undeniable signs, that the world around you, your family, friends, strangers, have known something about you that you haven't admitted to yourself. They see the extraordinary in you, and they react to it in ways that are sometimes fascinating, sometimes uncomfortable, and sometimes even unsettling. The strange looks, the subtle imitations, the attention you didn't ask for, the envy, the rejection, they all point to something much greater. It's as if the universe has been trying to reveal this truth to you for a long time, but only now, when you're ready, will you finally understand what it all means. You see, we often think that we must prove ourselves, that we must show others our worth, our talents, and our uniqueness. But what if I told you that your presence alone, without any effort or explanation, has been stirring things up in the world around you for a long time? What if your very existence, your authenticity, your way of being is something so rare and powerful that it can't help but attract attention, both good and bad? And this isn't about vanity or self-importance. This is about the realization that you are here for a reason, and the world has recognized it long before you fully understood it. The journey you are on, this path that feels like it's been full of twists, turns, challenges, and even setbacks, is not random. It's part of a greater plan. A plan that involves you embracing your true self, your power, and your purpose, no matter how unconventional or difficult it might seem at times. But why is it that others seem to notice something in you that you haven't yet recognized in yourself? Why is it that people sometimes act strangely around you, imitate you, or seem to react to your every move? Why is it that no matter how much you try to blend in, there's always something about you that stands out? This is where we begin our journey. Over the next few moments, I invite you to step into a deeper understanding of these signs, these clues, and this calling that has been there all along. I want to walk with you through the undeniable signs that show the world has known something about you from the very start. These signs, when you truly understand them, will help you embrace your purpose and power. They will help you recognize that your life, with all its challenges and experiences, has been leading you to this moment, a moment where you can finally accept and embrace the truth of who you really are. So take a deep breath, let go of any doubts or fears, and allow yourself to step into this journey of discovery. Because today, we will uncover the truth that has been hiding in plain sight. We will explore the signs that show you are not ordinary. You are the chosen one, and the time has come to reveal everything. Let's begin. As we continue this journey together, I want you to reflect on something incredibly important: how the world around you has responded to you, even when you weren't fully aware of what was going on. Maybe it's something you've felt for a long time but never really understood. It's the way others react to you, often in ways that feel inexplicable. People you've just met, or even those you've known for years, seem to sense something about you before you ever open your mouth. They don't always understand it, but there's something in your presence that shifts the atmosphere. Let's break this down together, starting with one of the most telling signs of all: how some people have reacted to you in ways that were not only unexpected, but sometimes even hostile. Have you ever walked into a room and noticed people immediately become cold or defensive around you, even though you hadn't said a word? Have you ever felt like someone just didn't like you, for reasons they couldn't explain? Or even worse, you couldn't understand. It's a strange feeling, isn't it? You're just being yourself, and suddenly there's a palpable shift in the energy around you. But here's the thing: this is not about you. This is about what you carry within you, a light, an energy that others feel before you even speak. The truth is, the chosen ones have an energy that is impossible to ignore. It's not about how you look or how you speak, it's something deeper. It's an energy that emanates from you, something that others sense even before you make your presence known. And while this energy can be magnetic to some, it can be uncomfortable for others. You see, the truth you carry is not something everyone is ready to face. Some people haven't even looked at their own shadows, their own fears, or the parts of themselves they've been hiding for years. And when they come into contact with someone who is so authentically connected to their spirit, it creates an uncomfortable contrast. You don't even have to try to make people uncomfortable. It's your presence, your authenticity, that triggers something deep within them. You see, when you live in your truth, it has the power to expose the lies and masks that others have built around themselves. This discomfort you feel from others, this coldness or subtle hostility, isn't about you at all. It's about what you represent: truth, light, authenticity, and that's something that can be intimidating to those who are not yet ready to face it. Here's something even more fascinating. Have you ever noticed that people around you, maybe friends, co-workers, or even strangers, start to imitate the way you speak, dress, or carry yourself? It could start small, a phrase you use suddenly popping up in their conversations, or someone who begins to adopt your style or interests. At first, it might seem like a coincidence, but then it happens again and again. And soon you begin to realize that these imitations are not just random. They are a reflection of the impact you're having on those around you. The truth is, your authenticity is so rare and powerful that people can't help but be drawn to it. They see something in you that they wish they could embody themselves: freedom, clarity, confidence, or even peace, and they subconsciously start to mirror it. But here's the deeper part of this: they're not just imitating your style or your habits. What they're really drawn to is your essence. The part of you that feels so grounded in who you are that it's almost magnetic. They want to capture a piece of that for themselves, even if they don't realize that it's not about your outward appearance, but your inner strength that they're truly longing for. And while imitation may seem harmless on the surface, it can sometimes lead to more complicated dynamics. The deeper someone gets into imitating you, the more they may begin to compete with you. It's a natural human tendency. When someone recognizes how unique and original you are, they can start to feel threatened by it, especially if they're struggling with their own sense of self. Instead of seeing your authenticity as a source of inspiration, they may start to see it as a challenge. And this can create tension, because no one can surpass the original by imitating a copy. The more they imitate, the more they realize they can never quite reach what makes you you. But don't be discouraged by this. It's not your fault that others want to replicate what they see in you. It's not about you trying to lead or influence anyone. It's simply that your presence is so powerful that it naturally inspires others to look inward and seek the same sense of peace and authenticity that you seem to carry effortlessly. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. If you've ever felt like some people are more focused on your mistakes, your failures, or the times you've stumbled rather than celebrating your successes, you're not alone. It can be deeply frustrating when, despite all the hard work you've put in and the successes you've achieved, there are people who seem to zero in on your flaws or shortcomings. When you accomplish something, when you grow or overcome a difficult phase, many people may act indifferent or dismissive. They won't celebrate your victories or even acknowledge your growth. But when you make a mistake, even a small one, suddenly it becomes the focus of everyone's attention. People comment, criticize, and exaggerate your errors in ways that seem disproportionate to the situation. Why is this? The truth behind this behavior is not about you at all. It's about the way you challenge the people around you. Your successes force them to confront their own stagnation, their own missed opportunities, and their own unfulfilled potential. When you rise, it reminds them of what they have not yet achieved, and that makes them uncomfortable. Your victories expose the complacency they've allowed in their lives, and for many that is too painful to acknowledge. But when you slip, when you stumble, it's almost like a relief to them. Your mistake becomes a way for them to feel better about themselves. It's a way for them to avoid confronting their own shortcomings. But here's the key: the fixation on your mistakes is actually a sign of your greatness. If you were ordinary, if you were just like everyone else, no one would care about your mistakes. But because you carry something extraordinary, because you are the chosen one, every slip-up, every failure is amplified. This pattern of focusing on your mistakes is not about malice. It's about fear. Fear of being reminded that you are different, that you are capable of things that others are not, and that you are walking a path that many are too afraid to walk themselves. Your mistakes become a point of focus because deep down they know that you are meant for something greater. They know that you are destined for greatness, and that's something they cannot ignore. Now that we've explored how the world reacts to you, even before you fully understand your own unique purpose, let's dive deeper into the more subtle yet profound ways these reactions manifest. In this section, we're going to look at how the people around you are often intrigued or even unsettled by your very presence, how they start to study you, try to understand you, and react in ways that can leave you questioning their intentions. But as we go along, it will become clear that this kind of attention is not something you've consciously sought. In fact, it's something that just happens naturally because of who you are at your core. Have you ever felt like people are constantly trying to figure you out? As if you were some kind of enigma, a puzzle that they couldn't solve, no matter how much they tried. You might find that some people, whether acquaintances, co-workers, or even strangers, seem to watch you more closely than they should. They ask personal questions without any real context or explanation. They observe your actions, analyze your decisions, and look for hidden meanings behind every word you speak, as if they believe there's some deeper truth buried within you. This kind of attention can be disconcerting. You might wonder why they're so fixated on you. But here's the thing: it's not that you've done anything to intentionally draw them in. It's your energy, your authenticity, your depth that attracts them. People feel something in you that they cannot quite comprehend, and it compels them to study you. The truth is, the chosen ones are often seen as different by the world around them, and this difference creates a curiosity that's impossible to ignore. What's fascinating about this curiosity is that it goes beyond mere fascination. People aren't just interested in you because of how you look, what you wear, or how you speak. They are intrigued by something deeper, a quality within you that they feel but can't quite put their finger on. It's your emotional and spiritual autonomy. It's your calmness in the face of chaos. It's your ability to stand firm in your beliefs even when the world around you doesn't understand them. And these things, these traits, are foreign to many people, so they find themselves trying to decode you, trying to figure out what makes you tick. What they're really after, however, isn't just an explanation of your behavior or your life choices. What they want is to understand the strength that comes from within you. You don't need external validation. You don't need to fit into the mold or prove anything to anyone. And that, for many people, is deeply unsettling. They live in a world that thrives on approval, external affirmation, and validation from others. But you, the chosen one, don't need that. And that's what fascinates them the most. You don't follow the predictable patterns of behavior that others are used to. You don't react in the ways they expect. You don't conform to societal norms or the expectations placed upon you. Your emotional and spiritual independence is something that shakes the very foundation of what they've always known. It disrupts their comfort zone, and this discomfort is what drives them to watch you, study you, and try to figure out what's so different about you. One of the most curious things about being the chosen one is how people often react to you in ways that make them visibly uncomfortable or nervous. You might notice that when you enter a room, people change their posture, avoid eye contact, stutter, or become defensive without any clear reason. These reactions aren't something you consciously provoke, yet they happen every time. People seem to become uneasy just by being in your presence. But why? The truth is, your energy, your authenticity, and your connection to your higher self force others to confront aspects of themselves they may not be ready to face. Your presence has a profound effect on people because it exposes the parts of them they've been avoiding, their insecurities, their fears, their unhealed wounds. Without you saying a word, you awaken a part of them that they've buried or denied for so long. And that, my friend, can be incredibly uncomfortable for them. You might not even realize it, but your transparency, your ability to live authentically, causes them to question their own behavior. Your peace challenges their anxiety. Your confidence shines a light on their self-doubt. Your clarity makes them confront their own confusion. Your calmness forces them to face their inner chaos. And for many, this kind of confrontation is more than they can handle. So they react with nervousness, awkwardness, or even defensiveness in an attempt to shield themselves from the discomfort you bring up in them. This reaction is not a rejection of you. It's a recognition of the power you carry. They sense that you are not easily manipulated, that you cannot be swayed by external opinions or societal pressures. They feel your emotional and spiritual independence, and it makes them question their own dependence on external validation. And rather than confront that discomfort, they retreat. They pull back either by avoiding you or by acting in ways that seem strange or defensive. But the truth is, they are simply responding to the energy you bring, an energy that makes them feel exposed and vulnerable. This next sign might be the most familiar to you, especially if you've ever felt like you were always a little bit out of place. From a young age, you probably noticed that you didn't fit into the typical molds that society tries to force everyone into. You may have felt restless in environments that others seem to thrive in, uncomfortable in social groups that everyone else found easy to blend into. You may have struggled to connect with conversations that others found meaningful, or you may have found yourself constantly questioning the norms and values that everyone else seemed to accept without hesitation. This feeling of not fitting in is not a flaw. It's not a mistake. In fact, it's one of the clearest signs that you are the chosen one. The truth is, the chosen ones were never meant to conform. You were never meant to mold yourself into the patterns that everyone else follows. Instead, you were born to expand, to transform, to question what everyone else accepts, and to see things that others cannot see. The world is too small for someone with a spirit as expansive as yours, and you've always felt that even when you couldn't put it into words. You might have found that groups or environments that made others comfortable made you feel stifled, suffocated, or constrained. You've probably felt like you didn't quite belong in certain social circles, jobs, or relationships, and this sense of discomfort only intensified over time. But what you may not have realized is that this was never about you being flawed. This was the universe's way of preparing you for something much bigger, something beyond the small conventional boxes that society tries to put people in. You see, the chosen ones are not born to fit in. They are born to break barriers, to challenge norms, and to create new paths that others can follow. That feeling of not belonging, of constantly feeling out of place, is actually a sign of your purpose. You were never meant to blend in with the crowd. You were meant to lead the way, to inspire others to break free from the constraints of ordinary life and embrace their own greatness. So as you can see, the way people respond to you is not random. The curiosity, the discomfort, the nervousness, these are all signs that you are not ordinary. You don't just blend into the background, you make waves, you stir emotions, you challenge people to see themselves in ways they might not be ready to. And while this can sometimes feel isolating, remember this, it's not rejection, it's recognition. People are drawn to you because you represent something rare, something that many people long for, but don't know how to find a sense of purpose, clarity, and authenticity. As we move forward, remember that these reactions are part of your journey. They are part of the process of awakening to who you truly are. And even though it may not always be easy to navigate, these signs are guiding you closer to your true calling. The world sees you for what you are even when you can't fully see it yet, and that recognition will continue to grow as you step into your full power. Now that we've explored how the world recognizes something different in you even when you haven't fully grasped it yourself, we turn to the deeper, often more spiritual signs of your journey. These signs reveal themselves over time as you move through life and begin to connect more profoundly with your purpose. They aren't always immediately obvious, but when you look back, you can see how everything aligns perfectly. It's as if life itself has been guiding you, nudging you toward your true calling, and sometimes even protecting you from things that could have derailed you. As we dive into these signs, I want you to reflect on your own experiences and see how these moments might have already been part of your life, whether you recognized them at the time or not. If you look back on your life, you might notice something profound about the way you've experienced pain. For most people, pain comes in predictable forms: heartbreak, loss, rejection, failure. But for you, your pain has often been more intense, more transformative. It hasn't just been small disappointments or typical struggles. It has been life-altering, the kind of pain that pushes you to your absolute limits. Perhaps you've experienced betrayals that felt like they shattered your very soul, losses that left you questioning everything, or moments of deep loneliness that made you wonder if you would ever find your place. But here's the truth, your pain was not meant to break you. It was meant to shape you. It was meant to sharpen your perception, deepen your understanding of the world, and prepare you for the purpose you are here to fulfill. You see, the chosen ones don't have the luxury of a life without hardship. They are forged in the fire of their experiences. While others may face mild setbacks and come out relatively unscathed, you've had to rebuild parts of yourself from the ground up time and time again. But through each painful experience, you've gained something valuable: wisdom, emotional strength, and a heightened spiritual sensitivity that others may not understand. What most people don't realize is that your pain was not punishment. It was activation. Every tear you shed, every moment of suffering, cracked open parts of your soul that were waiting to be awakened. You have developed a deep understanding of the human experience, something that others might never fully grasp. Your scars are not signs of weakness. They are your greatest tools. They give you a unique perspective on life, and they allow you to connect with others in ways that most people cannot. The truth is, your pain has never been ordinary because you were never meant to have an ordinary life. Your struggles were carefully designed to prepare you for the greatness that lies ahead. While others may be broken by their pain, you were strengthened by it. And this is one of the clearest signs that you are the chosen one. Your capacity to endure and grow through adversity is what sets you apart. One of the most intriguing signs that you are walking a higher path is the way life seems to send you signs and synchronicities at just the right moment. Have you ever experienced those seemingly impossible coincidences that changed the course of your life in ways you could never have predicted? Moments when you were in the right place at the right time, or when an unexpected encounter seemed to hold the answer to a question you had been struggling with for years. These moments are not random. They are divine guidance. You may not have fully understood them in the moment, but when you look back, it's clear that life has always been leading you in the direction you need to go. There have been times when you've narrowly escaped danger, not knowing how or why. There have been times when a relationship ended just before it could destroy you, or a job you thought was perfect fell through only to make way for a better opportunity that you couldn't have seen coming. These events are not coincidences, they are the signs of your higher purpose. The chosen ones walk a path that is filled with guidance, protection, and synchronicities. You may have felt that invisible hand guiding your every step, leading you through difficult situations, and placing you exactly where you needed to be. Life has always been speaking to you even when you didn't know how to listen. And as you become more attuned to this guidance, the more you will start to recognize the pattern. Things that seemed like setbacks in the moment were actually blessings in disguise, steering you toward the path you were always meant to follow. And this is the beauty of being the chosen one. You are not walking alone. The universe has always been with you, sending you signs, whispers, and nudges to help you find your way. And as you continue to step into your purpose, these synchronicities will only become more frequent, more obvious, and more aligned with your soul's journey. If you've ever felt like your life has taken longer to unfold than others, you are not alone. This feeling of moving slowly, of developing at your own pace, is actually a sign of something much greater. While many people peak early in life, achieving success, recognition, or clarity in their youth, the chosen ones often have a different timeline. Their growth doesn't follow the world's rhythm. It's a slow, steady process of internal development that culminates at the right moment when they are fully prepared to step into their purpose. For years, you may have felt as though you were playing catch-up with the rest of the world. While others were advancing in their careers, forming relationships, and making life-changing decisions, you were still trying to figure out who you truly were. You might have questioned your path, wondering why things weren't happening faster, or why you couldn't seem to find your place. But now, as you reflect on your journey, you realize that everything happened exactly when it was supposed to. The chosen ones don't need to rush their growth, because their journey is not about quick success. It's about deep, meaningful transformation that takes time. Before you could build a career, you had to build a strong sense of identity. Before you could find your people, you had to first find yourself. Before you could gain clarity, you had to experience the deserts of life that forced you to confront your deepest fears and desires. And now as you begin to fully understand who you are and what you're meant to do, you'll notice that everything starts falling into place. Your mind is sharper, your intuition stronger, and your vision clearer. You have the courage, wisdom, and emotional maturity to handle what lies ahead. And the best part is, you're ready, truly ready, for the mission that awaits you. The signs are all around you. They have always been there waiting for you to recognize them. Your journey has been carefully crafted, each moment, each challenge, each synchronicity leading you closer to the purpose you were born to fulfill. And while the path hasn't always been easy and may still have its challenges ahead, know that you are exactly where you are meant to be. The pain you've endured, the signs you've received, the slow and steady growth, all of it is part of your divine preparation. And as you step more fully into your power, you will begin to see how every piece of your story fits together. You are the chosen one. And now that you understand the signs, you are ready to fully embrace your purpose. This is just the beginning. The world is waiting for you to step into your greatness, and now you are ready to do just that. As we come to the end of this journey through the signs that reveal you are the chosen one, I want to take a moment to reflect with you on everything we've discovered together. It's not just about recognizing the signs that have been present in your life. It's about understanding the greater purpose they point to. You've felt it perhaps for years in your heart, mind, and spirit that something about you is different, that you carry a deeper calling, and that the universe has always had a plan for you. But now, as we've explored these signs, it's clear the truth is undeniable. You are not ordinary. You were never meant to be. When we first started, I asked you to think about those moments when you felt watched, or when people seemed to react to you in ways that were difficult to explain. I asked you to consider the sense of not fitting in, the uncomfortable yet undeniable truth that you've often been on a path that diverged from what others expected or followed. And now, as we come to the end of our exploration, I hope you see it clearly. Every single reaction you've experienced, every uncomfortable moment, every struggle and hardship has been part of something greater than you could have imagined. It's been part of your awakening, and it's been part of the world recognizing something within you that you may not have fully understood until now. In the beginning, you might have questioned whether you were seeing things clearly, or if you were just overthinking the way people responded to you. Maybe you thought, am I really that different, or is this just how everyone feels? But the truth is that the world has always recognized you, even before you recognized yourself. And now that you understand the signs, it's time to embrace that truth with confidence and clarity. You are the chosen one. You were always meant for something greater, and the world in its own way has been quietly preparing you for this very moment. The reactions of others, whether they've been hostile, curious, imitative, or even dismissive, have never been about you. They've always been about what you represent. You represent truth, authenticity, and an unwavering connection to something beyond the ordinary. Your presence forces people to confront themselves, to look within, and face the parts of them they've buried or ignored. Some people respond to that with admiration, others with fear, and still others with envy or rejection. But regardless of how they react, one thing is clear: they have seen something in you that they cannot ignore. You've triggered something in them that cannot be undone. And that, my friend, is one of the greatest signs that you are walking a path that others can't even begin to comprehend. Over time, you've likely noticed how your pain has shaped you. While others may have faced similar challenges, your pain has been different. It has been deeper, more profound. But it has also been the force that has propelled you toward your true purpose. The struggles you've endured have been the very things that have refined you, strengthened you, and given you the wisdom you now carry. And while the world may not have always understood why you've had to go through such intense trials, you now know that they were never meant to break you. They were meant to mold you into the person you are becoming, someone who is capable of handling the magnitude of their purpose. You've also seen how life has sent you signs along the way. Those impossible coincidences, those moments of synchronicity, those instances where you found yourself in exactly the right place at the right time, these were not accidents. They were messages. They were the universe's way of guiding you toward your destiny. You've been protected, redirected, and sometimes even shielded from paths that would have taken you away from your true calling. And now, as you look back on your journey, you can see the threads that have always connected you to your higher purpose, guiding you every step of the way. The path of the chosen one is not always an easy one. It's not about living a life free of struggle or challenge. In fact, it's often the opposite. The chosen ones are called to endure hardship, to face adversity, and to walk a road that is not always understood by others. But this road is also filled with purpose. It's a path that leads to deep transformation both for you and for those around you. You are not meant to simply exist in this world. You are meant to change it. You are meant to inspire, to lead, to help others see their own potential and walk their own paths of transformation. As we've discussed, your journey may have felt slow or disjointed at times. While others seem to move forward quickly, you've often found yourself lagging behind, questioning why things haven't unfolded for you in the same way. But now you see that this wasn't a delay, it was divine timing. Your growth has been happening at exactly the pace it needed to, so that when the time came for you to step fully into your purpose, you would be ready. You weren't meant to rush. You weren't meant to chase after something that wasn't aligned with your true self. Your timeline has been perfect because it's been aligned with your soul's journey. And now that you are starting to understand that the world around you is going to shift in ways you've never imagined, I know that embracing your identity as the chosen one can feel overwhelming at times. It can be daunting to accept the full extent of what this means for your life. But know this, you are not alone in this journey. The universe has always been by your side, guiding, protecting, and leading you toward your purpose. And now, as you step more fully into this understanding, you will begin to notice the world responding to you in ways that confirm what you already know. Deep inside, you are here to make an impact. You are here to create change. You are here to live a life that aligns with the truth of who you are. I want to take a moment to thank you for walking this path with me, for allowing me to share this journey of discovery with you. It's not an easy thing to confront the truth about who you are, especially when it challenges everything you've known. But I can tell you that this moment of awakening is one of the most powerful and transformative moments of your life. Now that you understand the signs, now that you see the bigger picture, you can begin to walk forward with clarity and confidence. And while the path ahead may not always be smooth, remember this: you have everything you need within you to fulfill your purpose. You are strong, capable, and destined for greatness. Your journey is just beginning, and I know that you are ready for what lies ahead. So I say to you now, embrace the chosen one within you. Don't hide from it. Don't shy away from it. Step into your power, your purpose, and your destiny. The world is waiting for you to show up and shine. You've been prepared for this moment, and I have no doubt that you are ready. Thank you for being a part of this journey with me. As you continue on your path, know that the signs will only grow clearer, and the universe will continue to guide you toward your higher purpose. You are the chosen one, and your time to reveal everything is now. Goodbye for now, and may your journey be filled with love, light, and the unwavering confidence that you are exactly where you are meant to be.